Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Curiosity Studios here at the Pacific Science Center in downtown Seattle. My name is Michael Sims, and I am so glad you all could join me today for this really special pre-K program all about our sensational senses. Now, friends, before we get started, there are just a few things, guidelines to help us explore, share, and have fun today. The first guideline is I'm hoping that there is an adult friend in the room with you as you watch this video. That adult friend could be your parent, a grandparent, a guardian, an older sibling, a friend, a neighbor, just someone who can help you chat or interact with us on the YouTube chat. Secondly, I love curiosity. I love questions, and I love observations. I want to give you a chance to share out all of your observations. Just use that chat feature with your adult friend to share some of your questions and tell us, hey, for example, where are you all from? Finally, this is going to be about a 30-minute show, just so that you all know about the timing just a little bit. With that in mind, are you all ready to get started with our sensational senses? Well, wait a second. What are our senses again? Those are the things that help us figure out what's in the outside world. All right, so if anybody has any idea of what our 5 senses might be, can you go ahead and share your observation on chat and kind of help me out? Let's see, there's one I had an eye on. Let me think. All right, I had an eye on, oh, of course. One of our senses, Bethany, that was a great example of a senses. We can use our eyes for seeing. Yeah, that's one of our senses, absolutely. And then one is on the tip of my tongue. Can anyone share out another sense that they could actually, that they use on, Vivian, that's a great suggestion. We have a sense of taste. We use our tongue for a sense of taste. We lose our glasses and we put on our tongue for our sense of taste. Awesome. And then what else do we have? We have, well, I can, hear all of your comments. Go ahead and shout it out. What other senses do we have? Something that you could just go ahead and shout out. All right, I am hearing a lot of screaming. That means that we have a sense of hearing. I love that. And then what? Ears. We use our ears for our sense of hearing. And then, there's another one. Go ahead and shout it out if you know another sense that we actually use. I need to put my nose on it somehow. I can almost smell it. Friends, that's it. It's smelling. That's our 4th sense. There's one. All right. So now we need a big nose, and we got a big nose in our. All right. So I could smell. I could hear you all. I could see you all. I can taste things around us. There's another sense. It's not on a specific body part. It's almost like it's all over. What sense? I can almost put my fingers on it. I can almost touch. Friends, that's a great observation. Thank you for sharing. All right, that was a great observation, Vivian. It's our sense of touch. So let's put on our big giant fingers for our sense of touch. And then, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Those are our 5 senses. I've got a tongue to taste. I've got eyes to see. I've got ears to hear. I have got a nose to smell. And I've got my skin and my fingers to touch. But friends, even though those are our 5 senses, we need a very special part of our body to put all of the senses together and help us understand what those senses are. We need something really, really big. It's our brain. It's our brain. We use our brain as a big organ that takes in all of our senses together, and it helps us think and interpret and understand the world around us. Without our brain, our eyes can't see, our ears can't listen, our tongue can't taste, our nose can't smell. It's our brains that actually help us power our senses as we move forward. Okay, friends, this is a lot of senses for us to explore and to see how they actually work. If you have a favorite sense that you use to explore the world, go ahead and share that on that chat feature over there and share with my friend Jen, who could answer to some of your questions. But let's get started with one of our first senses. This is just too much stuff. I need to take some of this off. I'm going to take some of this. All right. Okay, friends. And then to help me with my senses, I'm going to put my glasses back on. Okay. First sense that I want to explore was my hearing. It's our ears that use our sense of hearing to hear sound. So we're going to use and explore our hearing right now. And that leads to a big question. Where does sound actually come from? What is sound and how does it get to our ears to make noise that we could hear in our brains? That's a really good question. And for that, we're going to need a really big science instrument. We are going to use my gigantic gong. A gong is a giant cymbal that can make really, really loud noise when I hit it. And so this is what I would like for you all to do. In order to understand sound, we are going to use our sense of sight. And I want you to watch this gong and see what happens when I hit it as hard as I can to make a really big noise. Are you all ready? Remember, watch and observe the gong so we could see how the sound actually gets made. Here we go. 1, 2. I almost forgot. Friends, there is one thing about the sense of sound. Some people don't like the sense of sound of really, really loud noises. And there's a secret that you can do to help protect your ears. First of all, you're on a computer, so you can have your adult friend just like, use that little mouse cursor and kind of turn things down just a little bit. Or you could use our science ears. It's a way to stay safe while listening to things. All you have to do is grab your hands, make big palms, and make elephant ears. They don't color up your ears, they just protect your ears from the outside. Can everyone show me your elephant ears? Oh, Vivian, that looks great. Bethany, I love your elephant ears. This is great. So if you want to make sure you're not hearing really loud noises, all you have to do is make those elephant ears, okay? Awesome. Now with our elephant ears on, let's start our experiment again. Here is our big cymbal, our big gong. And I have my mallet of science right here. Remember, we are going to use our sense of sight and watch the gong to see how it actually makes sound. Are you all ready? Set. 1, 2, 3. Oh, all right. Well, I don't need my sense of sight for that. I can almost feel it. Let's turn it sideways so you really can observe. 1, 2, 3. Friends, the gong, it vibrates so much. It shakes and shakes, and that's where it makes the sound. If I can stop it moving, then it stops making the noise. That's where sound comes from our vibrations. Oh, what was that? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I am so sorry. Oh, Mr. Fluffy. Oh, Mr. Fluffy with your big ears. I didn't realize that was so loud. I'm sorry, Mr. Fluffy. Oh, yeah, you are right. With your big ears, you could hear a lot of things. And I can imagine that gong was really, really loud, wasn't it? Oh, Mr. Fluffy, I'm sorry. Yeah, so all right, so big vibrations cause big sounds. Mr. Fluffy, do you think you can make some smaller vibrations and smaller sounds? How would you do that? Oh, I see. You see, you're nice and soft. And that gong was nice and hard. Hard things can make big vibration, big movement. But if you clap your hands, let's see if we can do that. Friends, can you all see the vibrations that Mr. Fluffy's making? Can you hear Mr. Fluffy clap his hands? He's clapping his hands, but I don't hear anything. Because he's so soft, he must not be making big vibrations at all. Oh, so it's the size and the materials that make things really, really loud, or like Mr. Fluffy, really, really quiet. What was that, Mr. Fluffy? Oh, it's your birthday? It's Mr. Fluffy's birthday. I think, friends, we need to sing happy birthday to Mr. Fluffy. I can't believe you were born today. That's amazing. Okay, in order for us to observe your sounds that you can make, I want to see where your vibrations come from as we sing happy birthday to Mr. Fluffy. To do that, all you have to do is hold up 3 fingers just like this. And we're going to put them right on your throat, right there. And we're going to use another sense to observe what we hear. This time we are going to feel our throats and look for those vibrations in our throats and feel for them to feel those vibrations that we hear. Are you ready? On the count of 3, we're going to sing happy birthday to Mr. Fluffy. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Fluffy. Happy birthday to you. Oh, friends, that was beautiful singing. Oh, you are making Mr. Fluffy overjoyed. And friends, when you felt your throats, did you feel those vibrations that you can now hear in our song? That is awesome. You can make vibrations with your throats, and that's what we could hear. In order to really see that, I've got a special thing. Let's see, I had some ears, but let's look at the really big ear. This is my model of a really big ear. All of those vibrations in the air go inside the canal of your really big ear. Let's see if I can wear it. Okay, but on the inside, most of your ear actually looks a little hollow until all of those vibrations travel through inside and vibrate these tiny little bones on the inside. By vibrating those tiny little bones, we could hear all of that information goes to your brain, and you could hear all of the big vibrations that happen in the world right around you. There is a lot going inside in your ear. All right, so it is Mr. Fluffy's birthday, so I gotta make a cake. Oh, a birthday cake for Mr. Fluffy. Hold on one second. I'm gonna put my giant ear away. Let's see, if I'm making a cake, one of the things that about cakes, what is the sense that I would use for cakes? Cakes taste sweet and delicious, and that I need my sense of taste. I need my tongue. Okay, so I need to grab some ingredients. Oh no, friends. I got my ingredients here, but and I know I need to add sugar to my cake. But I can't tell which one is sugar and which one is salt. Is this salt and this one sugar? Is this sugar and this one's salt? I don't see any labels on it. They look the same. I mean, both of them are like little white powder stuff. They sound the same too, so I can't use that. Well, the lid's on the container, so I can't really smell them. What sense would I use to figure out which one is salt and which one is sugar? I would use my sense of taste. So, friends, that's what we're going to do. All right. In order to figure this out, I need to open up both containers. See if I can get them. No, they kind of smell the same too. They look really, really similar. They look almost the exact same. Okay. So if I just, that one tastes really, really, really sweet. What the friends, just by the sense of taste, I can tell which one's the salt now. It is definitely this one. This one tasted nice and sweet. This one had a little bit of a bitter taste to it. Both are really, really good, but I think I want the sweet one in Mr. Fluffy's birthday cake. In order to tell the difference, I use my sense of taste to figure out which one was salt and which one was sugar. To do that, I use my tongue. And those bumps on your tongue, they're taste buds. Taste buds help us figure out what is sweet, what is bitter, what is umami, what is sour, and what is sugary. And so we use these combinations of the different taste buds to get our sense of taste. All right. What was that? Excuse me, friends. Another friend is telling me something about my sense of taste. I'm just going to go check on him really quick. Oh, wow. Hey, look, everyone, it's my friend. It's Freddie Nose. It's my friend Nose. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fred. I didn't mean to make, he's got a big nose. Well, all right. What was that, Fred? What were you trying to tell me? Uh-huh. Oh, okay. So you're having problems with your sense of taste. You can't really taste things right now. Were you just sniffing there? Or just like, all right, well, Fred, let's look at your nose. Let's look at the inside of your nose to see if there's anything. Oh, Fred, gross. Look at this. We got boogers. We got congested, hard mucus all inside of your nasal cavity. That means that your sense of smell is all clogged up, Fred. Let's go ahead and let's take some away of this. Now, friends at home, remember, never pick your nose. Never pick your nose. All of that mucus and boogers and those hairs up and those nerves help protect you from the elements on the outside. But sometimes they can clog up your nose so you don't have your sense of taste or sense of smell. What was that, Fred? You're saying that in order to really taste something, I need both my nose and my tongue to really get the flavor of something? That the taste of my tongue and the smell of my nose comes together to make flavor? Well, Fred, I think we're going to need to test that idea. Is that okay if we test that idea, Fred? All right, well, let's just do an experiment then. Okay, Fred, if you just don't, I mean, we're not 6 feet apart. You're not wearing a mask, Fred. So, friends, I've got an experiment you could try at home. What I have put on my tray are jelly beans. My friend Janice actually added these jelly beans, and I have no idea what flavor they are. This is a game that you could play at home with your adult friend. They don't have to be jelly beans. They could be anything that you want. And so with your friends, go ahead and put some mystery food on a plate. Have your friends, before they see what it is, put on a blindfold so that they can't tell what the mystery object that they are about to eat is. And then go ahead and feed it to them. Do you all see what is my mystery object today? All right. Have the friend come over up their nose and then go ahead and have them taste it and see if they can guess what it is they put in their mouth without their sense of smell and only using their sense of taste. So do you all see what I have right here? What kind of jelly bean this is? I don't know what it is. I have my mask on, but I'm going to cover up my nose. I'm going to try it. Okay. Yum, 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 yum. All right. What flavor is this? I don't taste anything, actually. I taste, well, it's very sweet, but I don't know what flavor of sweet it is. Okay. There's some sugar in there. Okay. And then on the count of 3, I will take off my nose and see if my sense of smell could help me figure out what flavor this is. Oh, it's cinnamon. It's so strong in there. That was cinnamon. Now that I can smell it and taste it, I know what flavor jelly bean that was. It was cinnamon. All right. I think Fred is onto something with this idea that you need smell and taste in order to get flavor. Let's try that again. And then on the comments, go ahead and tell me what flavor you think it is just based on the color first. Okay, so I'm gonna plug up my nose. Remember, plug up my nose, and I'm gonna, okay, just use it by sense of taste. I taste it's very sweet and it's juicy, but I can't tell what flavor it is. Let's unplug my nose and see if I can get the flavor. Oh, friends, it's tangerines. It smells like it tastes like a small orange. That is fantastic. Okay. Wow. That was a great experiment. I hope that you play that with an adult friend at home. Now, friends, I'm going to get Fred really quick again. It often happens that our nose get clogged up, and that's okay. All of those boogers and all of those hairs and all of those things is helping to protect you from the outside world. There is a lot of stuff in the air, and by stopping it in the nose, it doesn't get and affect the rest of our body. But sometimes we need to clean out our nose, and we do that by sneezing. And sneezing can make a big, big impact. Well, what was that, Fred? You feel like you had to sneeze right now? You know, even after I removed all of that boogers from your nose? Okay, well, let's see. Here is Fred. And Fred is ready to sneeze. And let's, friends, see how big this sneeze can actually be. 1, 2, and achoo, achoo. Oh, friends, did you see all of that water and those slime and the mucus just squirt out of Fred? Oh, friends, that is no way to be sneezing. You don't want to be shooting out all of that mucus out of your nose for other people to walk through. So there's a special way I want you all to be sneezing as you live through your life. Okay, are you ready to actually look? Here we go. In order to sneeze, mask up and sneeze into your elbow. Can you all show me you masking up and sneezing into your elbow on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Oh, Bethany, you look great. And Vivian, you look great. And let's go ahead and sneeze. See if we can see that squirt. Oh, I don't see the squirt at all. It all went in the elbow. That keeps the other people safe around you. Oh, Vivian, that was fantastic. You were great. I love all of the examples. All right, let's practice that one more time. Go ahead and pretend to sneeze into your elbow. 1, 2, 3. You are fantastic at this. Okay, so we have done our sense of hearing with our ears and the vibrations that we can make with our throats. We have done the sense of taste with our tongue, and we learned that we also need to smell in order to get that flavor. So we have done our ears, we have done our tongue, we have done our nose. What am I missing? What's next? What's next? What's next? I have my fingers on it. It's the sense of touch. Touch is one of those senses that is really, really important. It's the main one that's all over your entire body. It's all over your skin. It's also the one that we really need to use to survive. There are people who can't hear, and they are perfectly okay living their lives. There are people who can't see, and they are perfectly okay living their lives. But everyone needs their sense of touch in order to feel pain or heat or to feel relaxed and soothed. All right, friends, I've got another game I want you to play at home with your adult friend, and I'll show you how to play it. It's called What's in the Bag. All you need is some objects, a bag, and a friend. And all you do is that you put random objects that, are just around, and you throw it into the bag, maybe some of the jelly beans, maybe the plate I was using for the jelly beans, and you throw it into your bag. Place one object in at a time. Then have your friend reach into the bag, feel the object to see if they could identify it, and share their observations with you. If you think they have a good guess, ask them to pull it out and see if they were right about what that object was. So right now I'm feeling something very, very long, but it's a big circle up on top. and it feels like almost like petals are coming off of the circle. They're really delicate and thin. And in the middle of that circle is kind of fuzzy and hairy and maybe a little sharp from some, I don't know, tiny little seed-like things. I think I might have a flower in here. Friends, guess what? That's exactly what it was. I can use my sense of touch to identify things around me, even when I can't see it. You want to play that game again? Remember, get a bag, put one object inside without your friend seeing. Give that bag to your friend, have them reach in and use their sense. Ew, what is that? It feels scaly. And it feels, just a little bit squishy. Oh, wow. Do we have any guesses of what it might be? Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, well, no, it's kind of pointed at one end. It's like, what could it be? I just like, oh, friends, it's a snake. I put a snake in the bag. I can't believe I put a snake in the bag. Oh. All right, friends, you got to promise me when you play this game at home, be safe. Use different objects around you so your friend can be nice and safe. Don't put a snake into the bag. Oh, that was really scary. But it's a cute snake. I like this snake a lot. It's really cute. Now I can observe this snake. I notice it has a lot of different colors. Those colors help the snake camouflage or hide in its environment around it. That way, other animals can't see the snake. And that's the next sense I want to talk about, your sense of sight. For that, we need our eyeballs. And for that, the sense of sight is all about light. Light comes inside your eyeball through this hole from the iris, goes through some lenses, and then comes information is sent out all the way to your brain, so your brain could put that information together. Sometimes that means our brains can't see everything that's actually happening. We really need our brain to help us with our sense of sight. Does that make sense? Well, let's do an experiment. I'll show you what I mean. For example, I have got a nice drawing right here, right? The light from this drawing are going to your eye, and now you can see my drawing. And my brain is making sense of what this drawing looks like. Go ahead and tell me on the chat what you think this drawing looks like when I hold it up like this. Oh, I got some guesses from Brian, and I've got some guesses from Timmy. Oh, well, and then Vivian is, she's thinking it kind of looks like a bunny rabbit. But friends, what if we twist it around? And now it's the same light bouncing off of our drawing, going onto our eyes and coming into our brains. But my brain is interpreting something a little bit different. Instead of a bunny rabbit, what do you observe this time? Go ahead and look and share with me in the chat what you think it looks like this second time. Just a reminder, this is what it looks like this way. And then this is what it looks like this way. It's the same drawing. Oh, and we got Mattel saying that it's a bunny when we look at it this way. Or maybe it's a bunny when we look at it this way, and maybe the bunny's just on his back. But what if those weren't ears? What if this was a big bill? Maybe those are some feet and some wings coming out and some tails? Mattel, do you now see a duck? Do you see how we can take something and our brain interprets it differently? Just like Mattel said, this looks like a bunny with our bunny ears and our bunny eyes and our bunny paws and our bunny feet and our bunny tail. And then we twist it around and our brain tells us it is a duck. Bunny, duck, bunny, duck. It's the same information, just interpreted differently by our brains. Our brains can take that information and do really weird things with the things that we see too. If light moves too fast, it could start blending together. Let's do an experiment to show you with that. Okay. For this experiment, We just need 1 point of light. Do you all see my red dot right there? That's my 1 point of light. And it's the only thing of light that's actually showing is that tiny little dot. But with my machine, I can make this dot move. And so friends, what I want you to do is go ahead and use your finger and point at the screen where that dot is. And I want you to follow it as we start making it move. I'm going to move this dot just a little bit slowly. Whoop. All right, let's do it slowly. Keep on moving your fingers around as my dot goes into a circle. And then if I move it, remember this is just one dot. Let's keep on moving it really fast. Oh, now I can see it really making big streaks. What do you all observe? What's going to happen if I make the dot move even faster? Let's find out. Go ahead and share on comments any ideas what happens when I really move. Oh, now I can see a full circle. And it looks like the circle's slowing down. But friends, remember, that's all made from one dot. If we move it really, really fast, our brains interpret it as one big motion until it makes a giant circle that almost looks like it's standing still. I could see a difference, but my brain can't actually process it. And so it makes a big circle. Let's really start moving things around and see if we can make different shapes. That's cool. That is awesome, friends. And then we got a laser light show. Tell me on your comments if you've ever been to our laser dome to see a different laser show at the Pacific Science Center. We are really excited about bringing the laser dome back to all of you when we reopen, hopefully soon. Okay, friends, that is our sense of sight. We really need our brain to process all of those different senses. So we have a lot of body parts that help us out. We have our ears to listen. We have our nose to smell. We have our eyes to see. We have our hand to touch. We have our skin to touch. All of those things help us see the outside world. Oh, Mattel, you had such a great guess with all of our observations and seeing that duck. All of that information comes into our heads where our brain puts it all together. And friends, that's exactly what I want you to do today. I want you to go to pacificsciencecenter.org/curiosity, where there's a lot more activities where you can use your brain, including doing those experiments like what's in a bag and tasting with your nose closed, activities with your adult friends or other friends at home. And adult friends, this program is provided to you, and we want to really thank our members. We're really experimenting with what to do this fall, this school year. And you can help support us by going to pacsci.org/support. That really helps fund educational programs like these. And then finally, there is going to be a survey. Help us learn. Help us use our brain so that we can learn how to improve these programs. And with that, and from Mr. Fluffy, I want to wish you all a great day and stay curious. Bye, everyone.